Hey, we're back. We're back. Really quick, my tripod light broke, so now it doesn't have a light, so I can't use it. And so the phone's propped up in front of my window, and I'm losing light by the motherfucking minute. So we're gonna get directly into it. Literally. And this is a different background. I haven't been here, I haven't posted in 2 weeks. It's currently Tuesday. I am having a good Tuesday. And I hope you are too. And I know it's Tuesday and I normally like to post on Monday. However, it's okay. So yeah, we're just gonna get right into it. The dates will be above. I'm really excited. I have the heater blasting on me. I've got my smoothie. She's yummy. Hopefully it doesn't get too dark. Hopefully my head is not too high on the screen. I'm gonna try and remain like down here. I don't know. Okay. It's been a minute. Spirits. What does our week look like as a whole? Spirits, what does our week look like as a whole? What can we expect to see this week? It's like the main topic of the week. Spirits, how does our week look like as a whole? Let me back up. All right, we have 2 cards. Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is the card of wondering what's out there. The Two of Wands is wondering, is like you've appeared to have the world in your hands. However, you are still questioning what else may be in store for you. You have a decision to make. It looks like you might have multiple decisions to make. And what I'm getting with this is you're in one world and maybe you're kind of questioning entering another world. Take it how it resonates. We could talk about it more later. The Ace of Swords is... I know the Ace of Swords is new opportunities, but I will get some clarification really quick. I just looked up the Ace of Swords just for some clarification, and it really goes hand in hand with this Two of Wands. So the Ace of Swords is intellectual wisdom, new beginnings, and kind of like the strength you need to get through confusing times. And so the Ace of Swords is almost like moments or a moment of clarity to make a decision that you've been needing to make regarding like a new beginning or opportunity, which goes hand in hand with the Two of Wands that I was talking about. It seems like you might have decisions to make. I'm not even just getting 1 or 2, but with the Ace of Swords, this is perfect clarification that you have all of the wisdom you need within yourself to make the right decision. I feel like that just comes with a kiss. Spirits, what is something unexpected that will arise this week? Spirits, what is something unexpected that will pop up this week? This is the Two of Pentacles. This is normally a financial decision, or this could be a decision that, you know, overall brings you more, look in my eyes, wealth and abundance. It also could be health. You could be making a decision this week that brings you to a better place. And this doesn't necessarily mean like money. This could be health, wealth, and richness has many definitions. You know, you can be rich with life in many ways. I don't know why, but from this card I'm also kind of getting, since there are kind of like waves of water behind this individual and this individual is on solid ground, I'm getting that perhaps there's been some time where you've been in like a rocky situation. Like I said, this could mean anything really, and now you're like on solid ground, your feet are planted, and you're kind of like, I need to make a decision. And just trust that this week you have what you need to make the decision you need in a confident way. Yeah. Spirits, how can we stay grounded and balanced this week? How can we remain grounded and balanced this week? I'm gonna take that one. This is the Ten of Swords. And how you can stay grounded and balanced this week is to remind yourself that the anguish is over. I've said that in a good amount of readings whenever we pull this card, is like this, the Ten of Swords is a completion card. Whatever catastrophic things, maybe not catastrophic, whatever pain you've been going through, it's over. And the individual here, his fingers are making like a blessing symbol. This is something I had heard in another reading, and it's like the worst has happened. And so when the worst has happened, only better things can come. How can you stay grounded and balanced this week? Better things are coming. You know, your decisions this week, or maybe you've already made them. They say time is an illusion in the tarot. This is like, I like to think of the Ten of Swords also as like rebirth, and it's, and kind of like as like the worst has happened. You could see, this card could mean so many things. Like a version of yourself is dead. Look at this person, they're dead on the floor. There's 10 swords in their back. I'm not really getting like stab in the back situation, so I wouldn't worry about that. I'm just seeing this in a good way. How can you stay grounded and balanced? Kind of know that no matter how many hits you take, you can get back up and thrive. No matter how many hits you take, blessings are still gonna come your way. And that goes for everybody. What is an important emotion I will feel this week? Spirits, what is in... That's the 10 of Cups, which we love. I'm gonna see if there's one more. Spirits, what is an important emotion that we will feel this week? Spirits, is there another important emotion that we will feel this week to go hand in hand with the 10 of Cups? Oh shit. Bitch. The world. The world, your world is changing. Happiness is coming. And I think these decisions that you're gonna have to make with the Two of Wands and the Two of Pentacles are going to not only bring you to a moment of death, rebirth, and an anguish-filled situation, but it's going to bring you to new opportunities. It's going to bring you to a new life. It's going to bring you to stability. I'm going to double check and see if I can read any more up on the 10 of Swords and the World card. So I did a little looky-loo on the 10 of Swords. So the 10 of Swords is intense pain, suffering, but can also bring transformation, and renewal. Kind of like I said, this is how I know it as, is like this is the end of an anguish. All of the pain that is to come has come. Like this is the worst it's gonna get, is kind of how I see that 10 of Swords. And once again, but in terms, I already talked about it, I don't need to go back. 10 of Cups is emotional fulfillment, abundance, harmony, joy. I know this card is happily ever after. I also see this card as like family coming together. So I'd kind of take a moment to like embrace your loved ones during this time. This is an important emotion I will feel this week. And then that came out with the freaking World. The World is a completion card. So we have like 2 completion cards, because normally 10s are also completion cards. So with the 10 of Swords, you're ending your suffering. With the 10 of Cups, you're reaching emotional fulfillment. And then we have the World, which is the end of a cycle, completion, fulfillment, the end of a cycle before a new one. And then we have the Ace of Swords, which is like new beginnings when entering a new cycle. So like a lot of stuff's going on. Your world is changing for the better. You know what I mean? But it takes you having to make those decisions, you know, to get there. So let's move forward. And that was an important emotion I'll feel this week. So you should be feeling this new cycle coming, abundance, joy, harmony, and kind of like how I had said, like, oh, the past version of you is dead. I wouldn't be surprised if we got either the Death card or Judgment, or I don't know. That's kind of what I'm feeling right now. Spirits, what is something that will inspire us this week? Spirits, what is something that will inspire us this week? Anything else that will inspire us this week? So we have the Six of Cups. I know the Six of Cups as like the card of nostalgia, the card of receiving or giving a gift. Something that will inspire you this week. High key, what I'm getting, and I feel like I say this in a lot of readings, is like this is like a time where clearly you're making a lot of decisions to enter like a new cycle of your life. This is a time to like look back at how far you've come. Like I feel like that's something like I've definitely been doing a little bit lately. Like look back at how far you've come. Like think about yourself a year ago. Shit, think about yourself 2 months ago. And I guarantee you it's the version of you now. So like the person with the blue coat and the person with like the shorter person is you, theoretically, whether it be a year ago, 5 years ago, a couple months ago. I want you to envision this however you feel is best for you. And this individual is you now, today. And you're giving yourself a gift from the present to the past, and it's a golden cup. You know, say it's one of these cups and you're like, here you go. I know things are hard, but things are going to get better. You're going to shine. You know? This could be like, even like words of wisdom. I'd say pay attention to any individual who's giving you any words of wisdom during this time too. Take it. How will our spirit guides speak to us this week? Spirits, how are you going to talk to us this week? Spirits, how are you going to communicate with us this week? We have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is rapid action, swiftness. Things are happening quickly. I did just look it up a little bit because I did. It says powerful communication, power of communication. Clear messages may be delivered to you soon. Changes on the horizon. Whatever this is going to happen quickly. There is something that I have read before on my CoStar app, which I've spoken about briefly on this channel, where sometimes like it'll talk about transits and like changes that you're going to embody or go through. And I will never forget this. It will say, this situation will happen incredibly quick. I forgot it. This will happen quickly, be ready. That's kind of like what it says a lot, and that's kind of what this Eight of Wands is saying. It's saying that you have some decisions to make. Your world is going to change. Whatever this is, it's happening quick. You need to be on the ball. You need to be light on your feet. You are ready. You're ready. You're ready. Let's keep going. Spirits, how can we best support ourselves this week? It looks like we have a lot of change. We have some decisions to make. We have some cycles ending. We have some communication coming from us. How can we support ourselves this week, spirits? How can we support ourselves this week? Anything else for how can we best support ourselves this week? Ooh, yes! So we have the High Priestess, which is not judgment or death. However, High Priestess is the divine. High Priestess is meditation. High Priestess is inner self-work. High Priestess is kind of looking within, not necessarily for answers, but kind of believing that you have all of the answers you need within yourself and that you just need to take the time to do so. This is a very like intellectual, spiritual being, the High Priestess. How to best support yourself this week. And then we got the Sun. Know that happiness is is here. It's here. It's not around the corner. It's not coming in. It's here. It's here. It's here. I feel like I've said enough about those two cards. Anyways, I'm gonna pull 2 cards from my Heavenly Bloom deck, and we're gonna read about them. So yeah, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull cards for the decisions. I'm gonna pull cards on how to gracefully go through the cycle, and then one for like and overall. Spirits, do you have anything for us regarding the decisions we need to make regarding the Two of Wands and the Two of Pentacles? Do you have anything regarding the decisions we need to make regarding the Two of Wands, oh shit, and the Two of Pentacles? Three of Laurels. I'm gonna put that there. I'm just gonna pull all of them, and then I'm gonna read all at the same time. Sorry, I'm like up here. Apologies, friends. Spirits, do you have anything for the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the World card? It seems like we have a lot of completion here. Do you have anything to get us through these completion cycles swiftly, safely? Anything for the completion cycles and the World? Page of Laurels. I'm going to put that there. Thank you, Spirits. And do you have anything, maybe just one special card to sum up this week and sum up this reading? To tie everything all together, Spirits. All right, the Fool. We have the Fool, and then I did drop one on the floor. Oh shit, bitch, and the World. First card that came out was the Three of Laurels, and that was regarding like the decisions we have to make. Show you the card. This is the Three of Laurels. Exciting discussion amongst varied ranks echo through the palace. Upright. Apprenticeship and collaboration. All the skills required for a venture to succeed have come together in valued contributions. This is for like the decisions we have to make coming up this week, or we may have, dude, sorry, you can't even see me. For the decisions we have to make or already have been making. And what I'm kind of getting in the sense of apprenticeship and collaboration is that in terms of your decision making, you may have people in your life who are kind of guiding you a little bit, and that's very nice for you. And I'm kind of also getting echo through the palace. I'm getting like you're sharing your successes with other individuals verbally. You know what I mean? You could be sharing your upbringings with other people verbally. Moving on, Page of Laurels. Page of Laurels was for the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the World. This is the card. The young Ito, I'm probably saying that wrong. The young Ito prepares themselves for the long journey. Upright. The bearer of good news in all earthly things. Laurels deal with the long term and hard work. This is new. There is a new groundwork being done for a long successful journey. I don't know why that was so difficult for me to say. The bearer of good news in all earthly things. Laurels deal with the long term and hard work. There is a new groundwork being done for a long successful journey. That's exactly what this is right here. The Ten of Cups is that long successful journey. So it says the Laurels, which is like equivalent to Pentacle cards, deals with the things we can physically nurture and grow, such as health, finance, work, and the self. It seems like you've been on this, you've been doing this work, and there is a new groundwork being done for the long successful journey. So I just feel like this is confirmation that you are doing the things you need to do in order to like achieve the goals you're looking for. You know what I mean? And maybe you're seeing a little bit of progress for the first time, hopefully. And then we have the Fool and the World. I'm going to show both these. I'm going to read about them. This is the Fool. The Fool and the World is like the purpley one. The World is like a very beautiful card. Let's start with the Fool because that's literally the first card of the deck. Characters: Yulia. Oh wow, this is a long description. Hope you're ready, friends. So much for this being a short reading, but like whatever. The protagonist of this journey willfully moves toward the unknown without worrying about where their feet land. The only thing that occupies their mind and eyes is the boundless sky stretching outwards. They hardly pay attention to their lynx companion, who symbolizes awareness, intuition, and foresight. Lynx. That's that little animal there. In a reading, this card essentially This card is essentially a leap of faith. Perhaps you are on the verge of starting something new. Literally exactly what I was saying. Embrace the unknown and let fate guide you. Relax, because for you, the world is your oyster. Ooh, cue that one song that Mike Tyson sings. Fuck, how does it go? Fuck. But he says, it's called One Night in Bangkok, and they play it at the end of The Hangover. And it's like, one night in Bangkok and the world's your oyster. I'm saying it, that's not the order, but that's what he says. The world is your oyster. And it's kind of giving, like, relax. Like, we can take a breath. You can take a breath. It's kind of like what I'm getting from this reading, is that, like, everything is working out in a quick way, too, you know, with that 8 of Wands that we had pulled earlier. This card is essentially a leap of faith because you are on the verge of starting something new. Embrace the unknown and let fate guide you. It's okay to not know where you're going, but trust yourself that you have, like, the divine energy, that you are connected with the universe, and that the universe guides you. And be happy. Be happy. All right, I'm gonna read the world, and then we're done. So, yeah. 21. One night in Bangkok and the world's your oyster. But the pearls ain't free. That's kind of how it goes. It's a great song. The world. I'm going to show this while I read about it. This is really a beautiful card. The world. You have answered the call and judgment has passed. What you began to manifest with card 1, the Magician, is now complete. The World card depicts the Ascended Fool. And we just got the Fool. Like, literally, like... And this, for me, I'm getting, like, rapid action with the 8 of Wands. Like, that 8 of Wands, low-key, is, like, the card of the deck. Things are happening quickly. You are ascending quickly. Things that I really can't snap. Not a good snapper. The World card depicts the Ascended Fool. They have completed one stage of their life, but are headed to a new stage as they soar through the wreath. They hold a wand in each hand. Let me get closer. One has completed its journey, and the other is newly birthed and ready for whatever is next. This card is a cause for celebration. A long-term project is coming to an end, and you are filled with a sense of accomplishment and fulfillment. Revel in the glory and look back on your journey. Literally what I was saying with the 6 of Cups and accomplishment and fulfillment, 10 of Cups. This card may also literally refer to moving from one part of the world to another for the long term. Aquarius and Pluto. I don't really think I have anything else to say. This was a really interesting reading, in my opinion. Let me know if anything resonated. Let me know if something stuck out to you, or you know, let's talk in the comments. Yeah. I just feel like a lot of good things are coming despite the 10 of Swords. But I feel like the 10 of Swords was like, since that was regarding like how to remain grounded and balanced, kind of like a reminder that when things are hard, you get out of them. You know what I mean? Just like when sometimes people have a tendency to, when things are really good, people have this tendency. I've heard about this. I know about this. When things are really good, they can't enjoy it because they expect things to go wrong. When things are really bad, you don't think about them being bad forever, right? You go, oh, well, I'll get out of this, right? But maybe you don't, but I think you should. You know, the thing about life is that nothing is permanent. Happiness, sadness, grief, pain, excitement, joy. And it really is how you perceive things, you know? Let me stop yapping. I should be uploading this today, if not tomorrow morning. And I have a vlog going up. I'm vlogging again. I hope to post again next week, but I will not make any promises, as haven't been as consistent as I would like to. But I hope you guys have an amazing week. I think it's May 1st is coming. Yeah, May 1st is freaking Friday or Thursday, so happy 1st of the month. Do your 1st of the month rituals. Maybe I'll throw up a May reading, that would be cool, but that's why I say maybe. Anyways, friends, have a wonderful week, and I will see you next time.